Hello, welcome back. I figured I should do a build video over the setup I've been using for the daily trials. None of the other daily trials for today really seemed all that interesting. And since I'm not really uploading anything at the moment, figured I'd just go over what I'm using and what makes this build work. So, you know how in most RPG games they'll have you go for a specific class, like you're either going full melee, full range, full magic. This kind of combines all of it. Like, I try to get out the most damage per hit, per bow attack, and per harvester attack. And the biggest key point for this setup is the Splendid Robe with double cooldown. The Swift-footed is just like added speed. It's not the most important enchant, but the double cooldown is what makes it all work. Because generally the harvester has like a 4-second cooldown, but the double cooldown makes it a 1 second, like how it used to be. And also the cooldown allows me to have infinite Ironhide and Deathcap. But you know, you've probably seen many vids about this, about just like double cooldown, mushroom, Ironhide, yada. or they just be using speed stuff like the Boots of Swiftness and the Ghost Cloak, speed runner stuff. I don't do that though. The reason I use a Eternal Knife is for the soul gathering. The Eternal Knife on its own gives you +2 soul gathering because soul knife, and the chance to gain souls, which is soul siphon. And I also added in, a Conduit for like healing. Just as I gain souls, I heal automatically. And also the Swirling and Shockwave activate every hit. So like as you can see, like every time I attack, it has that little AoE effect happening. And in the Harp Crossbow, I've kind of been experimenting with the utility enchants, because in my opinion, the most important damage enchant for the Harp Crossbow is Multishot. After that, you can go whatever you want. And in my other videos, I've been using Gravity, and Gravity is pretty good. Like, it can help you group some enemies together, or keep enemies held in one place. I got this Harp Crossbow sometime yesterday. It has a Tempo Theft and Radiance Shot. Now, Radiance Shot, if you've seen my Thorns video, the video of Desert Temple with all the Thorns enemies, Radiance Shot is pretty underrated because it's a 50% chance to heal yourself. And the Harp Crossbow shoots 5 arrows, so that's 50% per arrow. So testing on this dummy, if you can see it, 3, I'm out of arrows. I used too many of them earlier. But yeah, that was 3 radiant shots in 1, because Harp Crossbow is pretty much a shotgun. And also the Tempo Theft for the speed boost, really nice. And another thing that I like about the Splendid Robe, I like to think your armor is what makes your build tie all together. The melee damage is cool. It's not the most impactful thing, but the artifact cooldown is definitely one of the things that makes this build work. And also, one thing people don't really realize about the Splendid Robe is the 50% artifact damage. Now, this doesn't apply to all artifacts, but it applies to the Harvester, Lightning Rod, Corrupt Beacon. It also works with the Ice Wand. I don't really use the Ice Wand though, but I've tested it and its damage was boosted by the Splendid Robe. And another thing that I don't see people use at all is they don't really pay attention to the cooldown of their weapons. They pay attention to the artifacts, but not the weapons themselves. So most people you'll see use this. They'll run around and attack like this. Actually, could probably hop into a dungeon real quick. We'll go to the Soggy Cave. Just a quick one. You'll see speedrunners do it quicker, but I'm actually fighting the mobs, so yeah. When I don't have gravity, the Radiant shot kind of doubles down on the healing and keeps me alive. You'll probably notice if you've seen all my other videos, I kind of hate dying, so that's why you haven't seen me do that yet. It'll probably happen eventually though. And then I have arrows. You'll see what I mean by the utilizing the cooldown of your weapons. Because like the bow, just watch the cooldown of it. It has a bit of time between each shot. And the same thing with the melee weapon. It has a bit of time between each shot, between each hit. And what I tend to do is make the most out of both cooldown effects. Where you attack in between the cooldown phases of your weapons. And you'll see how impactful the harvester is there. It also has a pretty quick cooldown, so if I need to spam the harvester, I can. As long as I have the souls for it. Which, having 4 soul gathering is pretty decent. So yeah, watch me spam this harvester. And also, you see my soul meter is not really suffering from that, because I just get it all back. I've memorized this combo. I memorized the combinations of these. I can kind of do it by muscle memory. And this map I don't like going through, so I'll usually just skip it. Where the heck am I? Okay. Yeah, you can just do that. I really don't like that arena, so I'll usually just skip it. And you don't even need a feather for it, you can just roll. Yeah, nothing really good at all. I'm not really going for Fire's Bindings, I got like 3 of them. They're like, right here. Just for like different weapon combinations, I could use them for healing, or I could use them for damage. Or bossing. I wonder if that little cobble path is there too. Alright, is that cobble thing on the loading screen supposed to be these stairs? Oh well. But yeah. Another example of utilizing the cooldown of your weapons. You see that I'm like using my melee weapon and my bow simultaneously, and I'm healing a lot. But that's my attack pattern. And this is how my build works. Like and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you next time.